Hello everyone, it's Gallic from Noctua L Gaming. Welcome to my channel. Hope everything is going well today. I would like to say sorry about being gone. Life unfortunately had something come up that required me to leave north for a week. I was unable to record, but I am back. So today I wanted to play a nice fun game as one of my favorite countries, Prussia. So I'll be starting off as Brandenburg, then forming Prussia. In the video I should have said something, so I will here. Do not take out the Burger Loans privilege. You can only get the Neumark event to fire, which has Teutonic orders sell you Neumark and Brandenburg if you have fewer than 4 loans. So if you do need to take a loan, it is fine, just make sure you are below 5. With that out of the way, let's get to playing as Brandenburg, then to Prussia. Here we are with Brandenburg. Let's go ahead and go over their ideals real quick. We have construction costs minus 15%, cost to fabricate claims minus 20%. We then have plus 10% infantry combat ability, as well as plus 10% national tax modifier, minus 10% stability cost modifier, plus 10% morale of armies, plus 1 diplomatic reputation, as well as 0.1 imperial authority modifier, minus 2 unrest, and as well as nobility, loyal, equilibrium plus 5, as well as the burghers. Now their ideas are okay. Their military ideas are pretty good because you got morale and infantry and you use a lot of infantry, so that's great. That imperial authority one is interesting because it's a flat 0.1, which can help be more consistent. Bohemia gets plus 10. I'm not sure what one in the long run would be better. They might even out, not sure. But let's go ahead and get these estates fixed. I'm gonna try to ally Poland as well as Austria. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm gonna do my estates and I will see you after. I finished my estates, and what I'm also gonna be trying to do is getting the emperorship to help us like early game. It really depends when the emperor dies. He could die pretty early, he could die, fairly late, 60s, close to 70s. All RNG, of course. I can ally both Saxony and Palatinate, which I want to do because I can also Royal Mariam, so it makes it easier to like hold them as keep them in the positive. And then I might pick up a 4th if I have to, because it'll be me voting, 2 others, and then if I need a 4th to throw Austria, I'll try to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unpause till I get my diplomats back. Then we'll go ahead and ally both Saxony and the Palatinate. And they should send me a royal marriage, which I'm fine with it being that way. And what I want to do next, I want to rival Lüneburg if I can. It doesn't look like I can for right now. So yeah, usually you sometimes get lucky and you get Lüneburg to rival. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So that's unfortunate. I would like to try to get somebody small here. I would hate to do Magdeburg because that level 3 fort is a killer. Or Stettin, because they'll just hide behind their fort and you can't really get to them. So that could be a pain in the butt. Mecklenburg has Poland as an ally, so that's not happening anytime soon. I will do Wolgast, but I want to kill him, or not kill him, vassalize him a little later. So I'm going to get this sorted out, and when I do, I'll go ahead and tell you what will happen. So we can do this mission, Imperial Ambition. That's going to give us another diplomat and improve relations, and gives a little bit more prestige, which is always nice. I did just ally Austria. I was able to rival Lüneburg, so we're going to go ahead and declare on Lüneburg and then also fight Magdeburg here. Again, that level 3/4 is kind of obnoxious. We'll figure out how to deal with it. I did turn my heir into a general, and he came out as a 142, which is excellent. I do need to seize land. I did not do that like a goober, so let's go ahead and seize land real quick. And yeah, I'm allied to them. We're good there. Let's go ahead and declare war, and we will... It doesn't matter if I call in Magdeburg. So we'll just go ahead and dive in there. Okay, so we just got the fate of Neumark, which is perfect. I'm almost done with this war with Lüneburg. I might get it this tick, we'll see. So we'll go ahead and offer 100 ducats. They'll send it over to us. And now that we did that, we can go ahead and take our burger loans here so we can actually have a little bit of money to use. And we also get to achieve our mission here for reclaiming Newmark. We get a whole bunch of claims to the north now for the Pomeranians. Now I'm going to take Stolp right here and then just vassalize Wolgast. And it looks like he just so far allied Saxe-Lauenburg, which I'm going to vassalize on top of it as well. And speaking of, we just finished this. The reason why I like to do the show strength in this one is because you're sitting around, you're just kind of waiting for the Newmark event to happen. It will usually happen during your war or just right after. And that one timed perfectly. So we'll go ahead and get that 100 mana for each one of them. And we will ally Poland finally. Okay, we want to start currying favors with him immediately. As soon as we can here. We do want to now do the free company here. We'll do it in Berlin. Perfect. We will make Wolgast a rival because we will be attacking him. And we'll go ahead and preemptively do the Teutons as well. There we go. Perfect. So now we can declare war and we'll take Stolp. We'll go ahead and co-belligerent Saxe-Lauenburg because we want them as a vassal. And we'll wait for our guy here. We'll go ahead and start currying favors. Okay. We'll wait one more month and then we will go in towards Stolp here. Here we go. Got that monthly tick. We'll co-belliger him. We'll attack Wolgast for Stolp. And there we go. There's our next war. And we'll go ahead and move through here to get to him. And then we'll go ahead and pretty much keep Wolgast at bay while we siege this down. Okay, so I just got champion of the new joust, of the joust. Now, this could be really good and really bad. Losing 25 prestige right now, I don't really want to do because I want to keep that up for Faucetine later. But 100 general is so tempting. Oh man. Oh, let's take a Gamba. Let's take a Gamba. Oh, I got a 6352. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay. The 6 fire, I wish it was shock, but you know what? I'll take it. That's still really good. He's also a 2 siege. He was worth every penny. So we'll just have to try to get 50 somehow, a different way. Okay, so we're done with Wolgast. Apparently, when I annexed Saxe-Lauenburg, or when I vassalized Saxe-Lauenburg, Lubeck was at war with them. I couldn't call in anybody to help me out. And now I'm going to go ahead and call in Poland and Austria to deal with this. Because I'm low on manpower. I need to recover that. And they're just going to come in and they're going to wipe this guy out. So that's no big deal. There we go. They're taking care of that. There we go. That should be fine. All right, so we did the Pomeranian succession as well. So we'll go ahead and do that, and that will give us claims on the Teutons over here. Now, I'm tempted to take over Lubeck here, but I don't really want to. Unfortunately, I got a lot of war exhaustion from this. Because I was sieging this down, and oh, the game, I had like 57% for like ever. And the game said no, basically. All right, so basically I waited a couple months. Austria said they would join. It looks like the Livonian Order wouldn't come in, which is actually really nice. They'll probably get eaten from Moscow because of that. No big deal, really. So I went and set up, so what I want Danzig and Königsberg. So I should get that in this war. So we'll go ahead and call everybody in. We will fight for Turshell, so that way I will get that no matter what, and that way I can hopefully get Danzig as well. I'm going to knock out Stettin as quickly as possible here, and yeah, we'll just go from there. The war with the Teutons is over, so I'm just going to take these three right here. Poland might break his alliance with me, so I'm tempted to take Memel. We should be okay with coalition. It's just going to be the Teutons and Stettin. It's not a big deal. But we'll go ahead and take these three, and then we'll get the rest the next time around. Now, I'm hoping that they don't get too upset with this. The last time I did this, I also took Memel because they got really upset with me over something else, and they were going to break their alliance anyway, so I just took everything. Oh no, what happens, they got pieced out, and they had like a 5-year truce because they white pieced. So I think this will be fine. We don't need any money or anything like that. We just want to take their land from them. We'll take their land, make it kind of a shorter one, because we're just going to cool down on some AE here, and we want to also get the Renaissance built up in Berlin. I got all 4 techs, so we'll just wait on that. So I'll see you then. For our first government reform, we're going to go ahead and curtail the noble privileges just because I want a little bit more money out of my states here. And which reminds me, I need to lower autonomy here, which I did not do when I got these back. And we are losing the alliance with Poland, which doesn't surprise me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and back on Lüneburg again because I need to get up to 50 prestige here. So I'm going to whack it out of both Magdeburg and Lüneburg here. So we'll go ahead and declare war. I'm not going to co-belligerent. I'm just going to do prestige stuff. So we'll go ahead and get this war started. All right, so I concluded my war with Lüneburg and Magdeburg, and I got up above 51 for my prestige. I just literally made peace with them and didn't even think about it. And yeah, I immediately got Fossadine, because how you get Fossadine is 3 things must be true. It has to be a glass or gems province here. It has to be 15 or above development, and it has to have Renaissance. So it has to have those 3 things to get it. And then you can get truly outrageous. And it gives you local production there, trade value there, as well as price of gems changed by 25%. So now Danzig is making me some good money, which I'm going to lower autonomy everywhere here because I can now. And now our next war will probably be with the Teutons again. And that's in a couple years, so we'll go ahead and just get ready for that. For our first aid objective, I just did Justified Wars just automatically. So we're going to go ahead and get that. And then that should help us keep our AE down just a little bit here. Not too much, but hopefully enough. I'll try to grab most of this land. I just want to get everything that I have claimed here. So if Poland ends up getting Culm, it's not the end of the world. All right, and the truce with the Teutons is up. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack for their capital. We will search for them and we'll attack here in Stettin. So we'll go ahead and declare war, knock out Stettin basically, and come down here. And I do believe their army is going to be right here, yeah. And boom, there we go. War pretty much secured. Okay, so the emperor just died and I became the new emperor. So I don't have an heir right now, so who knows how much longer I'm going to have it. My guy's 50. Unfortunately, my 2 guys died like, I guess near the same time because that happened. I'm not sure. It just all of a sudden I had this guy take over. He's terrible. And then I had a 1-2 something, and I just he fell off a balcony. So I just wanted to say that we just became emperor. Let's see how long. If we get an heir, we should be okay, so long as it's a male. If it's female, we're hosed, but you know, that's fine. Everything will be okay. We'll go ahead and pick up this +3 diplomatic reputation here. We might actually vassalize Livonian order here. And I did ally Muscovy, so I can start asking for his cores back. So we might just do that. Alright, so the Teutons is just going to unconditionally surrender. So we're just going to take all his lands. Unfortunately, it's a lot of admin, and I really do need to get to the next tech, but I'll probably just cool down until I get to that, and not to just let my AE die in HRE. So we'll go ahead and take this. And Poland did just declare war on them, so we went ahead and stole that from them. So we'll pick up the next mission here, which will receive 1 random development. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we get the Silesian area as well. Excellent. So that means we can come down here in Bohemia now. Now, what's interesting about Bohemia is they decided to go Hussite, which I'm kind of all for. Maybe I'll do a Hussite Brandenburg because of that. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm not going to royal marriage Austria for now. In one of my runs that I did, I had, at this point, I got to, because what I'm going to do for my ideas, I'm going to get espionage. That's 20%, plus age of discovery was 10. I actually got an event in that one where I got another 20%. I was 50% less aggressive expansion. So I took all of Silesia as well as Lusatia there, and whew, I maybe got 50 AE. It was amazing. Alright, so for our first idea, I'm going to get espionage. I want that state propaganda right there. And then also being able to vassalize all the smaller guys in the HRE is kind of nice too. And then we're going to go innovative as well as quality. So we can have our Space Marines as Prussia. So, but first we're going to go ahead and do this espionage. So we will have an interesting Prussia, because if I can get Hussite into my lands, I think I will. I think that would be interesting than going the normal reformed. We have our next tier, government reform here. So we're going to go ahead and get representative crowns, because I do have 3 vassals right now. I am starting to get their cores back from Muscovy. He's probably not going to help any wars. He's always going to be a debt, so it's no big deal. We're going to go ahead and declare war on Bohemia here. We're going to take Vaslav because that's the highest development one. We're going to call everybody in. And then we're just going to go ahead and go in and take them out here. And the reason why I declared war was because I now have my state propaganda. So now we have minus 30% for AE. The war with Bohemia is now over. We're just going to go ahead and take all Silesia as well as these 3 right here in Lusatia. So let's go ahead and end this war. There we go. Go ahead and core all that up. We also got our new age objective. I'm going to go ahead and do war taxes. And then I'll probably do adaptive combat terrain. Usually the most important one in Age of Discovery is just justified wars. That's definitely, especially if you're growing a lot. So we'll go ahead and pick up those war taxes now. I can go ahead and finish this Conquer Silesia. This is a really good one for Brandenburg, because when you accept a culture, you get minus 3 aggressive expansion, which is really good. So it helps you control it. So you're going to also accept a culture and then get rid of it and then bring it back again. And you can lose 6 AE that way, which can mean a coalition or not sometimes. But for now, we'll go ahead and pick up this, because that means we're going to be going to war with Poland soon. So my emperor died, but luckily I did get an event which gave me a 335. So we get to stay the emperor for a little longer. And as this is going, I'm really hoping that this Hussite reform starts getting into my land, because I think that'd be really cool. We're gonna go ahead and declare war on the Poles here. We're gonna go for Poznan, and then we could call in our allies. I don't think we need to. I think we should be, we're tech ahead. He only has Gotland, Mecklenburg, so I don't really have to worry about too much. So we'll go ahead and just declare this war here and take out Mecklenburg as quick as possible, and we'll go ahead and sit on Poznaz and probably go attack their armies when I can. So I'll see you after the war. The War of Poland's over. Unfortunately, in the middle of this war, Sweden declared independence, and I guess I was still supporting it. I'm not sure. I don't know when that happened. So I was just trying to end it, and they just all started sieging everything down. So we're gonna go ahead and take everything we can from Poland here. And man, should I get? I kind of want to get that. Maybe we'll get less money, and we'll release a vassal from here. Because Lithuania declared independent, so that should be interesting. So we'll go ahead and do that, and that'll kind of protect them from Hungary coming in and taking it. So we'll go ahead and core all that, cancel that. We'll release that after our next war. And yeah, so we're gonna finish up this Sweden-Denmark war, and then probably let our AE die down and start gobbling up more and more of the HRE. All right, for my next age objective, I am gonna do transfer subjects. I'm gonna get claims of claims, because what I want to do is I want to claim Bohemia's capital. I already have 2 claims, and I want to get a claim on that because I actually want to get the Reformation Center there. I just got to unlock the next idea I'm gonna have. I'm gonna go ahead and do innovative. I should do a military one. I probably should do like quality, but I want to get innovative because when we do get innovativeness, we get more for it. We get 50%, so it's kind of better to do it earlier on. So we're gonna do that. We do get Espionage Act with espionage ideas, which gives us another diplomat stability cost minus modifier minus 25%, which is okay. Always having another diplomat's nice. You just send them out to do things for you. So let's go ahead and pick up innovativeness. We will go ahead and just switch over now. We're making fine on Diplo. We did finish it off, so yeah, we got that going for us. And right now, I think I'm just letting my AE die down just a little, because we're not too high, but I do want it to curve down because I want to take over Magdeburg as well as Lüneburg in the next war. And I did get Holstein with the Swedish war, so I thought that was nice. So yeah, just kind of chilling around now. If anything happens, I'll make sure to tell you. So we have the opportunity to attack Bohemia, and I don't know how it got cleansing heresy. I think it's because of Hussite. I'm fairly sure it was probably like something he picked, and that's why we got it, like an event over there. And that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and take advantage of that. We're gonna declare war on Bohemia. We basically just want to take his capital and the gold mine. That's my goal. I don't really care about anything else here. I will see how much AE we get. So let's go ahead and recall a guy here, and then we'll declare war for cleansing heresy here. The war with Bohemia is done. I'm not going to worry about sieging everybody else down. I did a lot of fighting. I lost some manpower, but being the emperor, it's no big deal. Almost 800 a month. It's ridiculous. So I'm just going to take these 4, be happy with it. Get Bohemia, Stettin, Mecklenburg. It's no big deal. So we'll go ahead and take all that. We'll core it up. And then, yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah, Poland did become Hungary's PU. It was interesting is Hungary declared war right after I made peace with them for a PU. So they were literally sitting over here probably for like 15 years, just occupied all of Poland, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I guess I do want to go to the north, but again, it's HRE, so I'm going to let some stuff burn down a little. We're not too high, but once I take these 4 land, it's going to go up pretty quickly because they're actually like the same religion and the same culture. So that's going to affect AE a lot more. Thankfully, since these guys are one, Czech, which is not the culture, and two, they are Hussite, then nobody really cared that much. All right, for my 4th age ability, we're going to go ahead and do active combat terrain. That way we'll also get a +1 bonus in woods. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get out of it, but it's 1492. We could get like a good like 2-3 years of wars out of it, because there's so many forests, woods around here. Okay, so something crazy just happened. Hungary has become the PU nation of nations here. He got a PU over France. His liberty desire is 100, so we won't see his army, which is great. Poland, we won't have to deal with either. So it's basically Hungary and Austria. So if I beat up those guys, I can actually get France as a PU in this game. This is absolutely nutter butters. Man, so I just built a whole new army up here to the north. If I have to, I will gladly buy a whole bunch of mercenaries. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get France as a PU. So this is crazy. Yeah, he's Liberty Desire 100%, so he's not gonna come over here and fight us at all. So let's see what happens. So for our next tier reform, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do lands for the church, but when we flip Protestant, because unfortunately the the Hussites, they all got changed to Protestant for me. I don't know why. It's probably something to do with the event with Bohemia, because I think they could choose to stay Hussite or go Protestant when Protestant comes, and they decided to flip to Protestant. That's fine. It's no big deal. Eventually we'll go Protestant. It would have been fun to do Hussite. I probably should have pushed for it a little quicker, but that's okay. We'll just do lands for the church, and that'll be really good for when we go Protestant anyways. So that's no big deal. So yeah, this war is going on. I got Austria out. I haven't seen Aragon for a while. That's probably why, because Castile's going after him. And then as soon as I siege some of this down, I'm going to walk over, get Paris, and then turn him into a PU and, you know, see what happens. Okay, so we can go ahead and force France to be my personal union. Now, I definitely don't have to do this. I could at least break it up, not have to worry about it, have France be on its own. But how often do you get to say that you get France as a PU in a regular game like this? Crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my troops back, or at least get them in Burgundy here so they get black flagged, and then we'll go ahead and make peace with them. And we will do it. We don't really get a coalition, which is fine. So let's go ahead and enforce this PU. Now, is he gonna be? Yeah, he's gonna have huge liberty desire, which makes perfect sense. But we'll go ahead and figure all that out. We'll go ahead and get rid of this integration policy, because we don't need to have that, and we will improve our relations with them. We got a good while for a truce, so we could come out on top on this. So we'll see. When we go Prussia, we might struggle keeping him as a PU, but we'll try. So yeah, was not something I was planning. Let's see how terrible oh yeah, our you know what, our AE really isn't that bad at all. It's the highest is over here with on the Hungary side and the Venice side, not really the HRE, which is actually surprising. So yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely tell you if anything else happens. We're gonna go ahead and just chill for a moment. Try to struggle with getting France as a loyal vassal and go from there. All right, so we're gonna attempt to invade Gotland here. I'm not sure I'll be able to, because he has 12, I believe it's 12 God, what are they called? The galleys. He probably wrecked my fleet, but I'm hoping he just kind of stays over there and my guys come in to help my vassals. We'll see if it happens or not. If anything, I could just build up a fleet and do it. So we'll go ahead and call in these guys. Well, not calling, but we'll go ahead and attack these guys. We'll see what happens here. I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen, and I could just get over here. Nope, nope. Let's go over here, and we could just land on like the back side here. That's my hope. Oh, let's see if we can help him. No, he's probably gonna destroy us with his galleys. Yep, he beats the crap out of us. That's okay. We'll go ahead and build some galleys and try it ourselves. We still have the cogs, so we'll be okay. That's just what happens. I should have just tried to land on the back side of it. And just let them get killed, because he could have just let me done it, so. Yeah, we'll build up some galleys and do it. Alright, the war for Gotland is over, and France is already paid off. He completely sieged it all on his own. So I lost my boats, and I could have just built light again. So we're just gonna go ahead and take it. There we go. We now have Gotland. It looks like France is upset again. So if we are going to do this, we might have to turn on a naval loyalist, which is very expensive and I can't really afford right now. I'll probably wait until I get our truce is almost up, and then I'll turn it on, and I just have to figure out how to get the ducats then. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go after Lubeck. I'm gonna want to go after Denmark after that, because I do want to start getting in more and more into the Lubeck node here. I think it's the Lubeck node, right? Yeah, Lubeck node. That way I can start transferring all this into here and collecting here, and just I need that wealth to keep France in check. So we'll start eating all these guys right here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and declare war on Lubeck. We're gonna call in Riga because he has a lot of trade power there, which isn't too surprising. And we'll just get this war started. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack Lithuania, because what I want to try to do is get the plus 33 production modifier from the Polish crown right here. I do have enough to buy a Splendor, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But we're pretty much just gonna reconquest for his cores back, and then take as much as we can from the Polish area. And then I do want to start annexing him. I think I can turn on, I believe I could turn on the thing here for integration policy without having France, you know, rebel. And I can always turn on their loyalists now, so that's no problem. So we'll go ahead and turn that on. We will start annexing him after the war, because I don't know how long it's going to take. So we'll go ahead and reconquest for Podolia here, and declare war. And then, yeah, if anything exciting happens, I'll be sure to tell you. So I'm going to go ahead and take Tech 10, and that will allow me to become Prussia. I just need to flip over to Protestant, and we can do it. It's going to be no big deal, but I want to get this done. I am trying to make sure that I am going to be below at least half, and I did also as well get all the courthouses I could build that were 2 and above. I can't do all these ones, that's no problem. I probably will once I get more money. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this. Then when we do that, we'll flip over to Prussia, and we'll see how France feels about us after that. And I almost forgot, we're gonna go ahead and get quality here. And then when we finish out quality ideas and innovativeness, we'll have better infantry. I would love to get offensive, because I love the extra land fire, shock, and siege ability, which is really nice, because I think we get a little bit of siege ability from here. So we get 30% with that as well, which is really nice. So yeah, just gonna get quality here, finish up innovativeness, and yeah, we're gonna get this war done. All right, so our war with Lithuania is over, so we're just gonna take the Poland stuff as well as return the cores. So there we go. And while we were in the middle of that war, I noticed that these two little things popped out of Russia. I'm sorry, Muscovy. And my Livonian order still has cores on it. So I'm just going to return the cores to them. Because we can. And then I'll go ahead and switch over to turning to Prussia. And it looks like we will gain access to the Polish Crown Splendor ability by having 200 development. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. And we will actually get that for our first age objective for the Polish Crown right there. So now we get even more production efficiency. And once I switch over to Protestant, it won't be so terrible, all these provinces that are Protestant. So I just pieced out both of the little guys for Livonian order. I am going to start annexing Galicia here, and then I'm going to go ahead and flip over to Protestant because we can now and form Prussia. So if we come over to religion, we go to Protestant. Oh, we no longer are an empire. Now we should be perfectly fine. We have our governing capacities okay right now. It looks like we will be a little over when we do switch over to Prussia. Yeah, it looks like we will be. I do believe we are. Our current government rank is a duchy. We will be able to become a kingdom, I believe. Once we get more prestige, we'll be able to become a kingdom and fix that issue. So because we're electorate, we're able to do that. So we'll go ahead and form the Kingdom of Prussia here. There we go. Yes, we'll gain new traditions. And it looks like we will have a bit of an upset France, which makes perfect sense. We're not too far over the land force limit, and that's fine. One of the reasons why France did lose liberty or gained liberty desire was because I lost all my prestige. And again, that's fine. That's no big deal. We're almost at what I had, so that's perfect. That means we still have the same amount as France does, so that helps a lot. We're still going to be making quite a bit of money. We're 8 ducats ahead. So let's go ahead and look at our new ideas. So now Prussian ideas give plus 0.5 yearly army tradition and minus 10% aggressive expansion impact, which is great. So that means we lost the discovery one, but we gained this one, so we still have that 30% with espionage. We also get, when we get all our ideas done, we get plus 5% discipline because, you know, Prussia. We get stability cost modifier minus 10% still with tolerance of the true faith plus 1. Yearly army tradition decay, which helps us keep our tradition up, which is great. Plus 20% morale of armies instead of 10. We get Junkers loyalty equilibrium plus 10%. We get plus 20% combat infantry ability, which is fantastic. So we went from 10 to 20, amazing. We get national manpower modifier plus 25% and recruitment time minus 10%, which is that manpower modifier is amazing. And then we get development cost and tolerance of heretics, which isn't bad. That heretics is nice, but we are just going to convert them all. So we'll go ahead and get our poor one little guy converting here. And then we will become Defender of the Faith, so we can have 2. And we will make 1 do Berlin to really help that through. And also, since we're Prussia, we now get militarization, which gives us up to 10% manpower recovery speed, land maintenance minus 20%, and discipline plus 5%. So when you don't have anything to do with your military points, you can just slam it in there and get plus 5 more discipline, and just your armies will wreck. And I believe this gets better as you improve down your tree. You actually get stuff that modernizes it, which makes it better. But yeah, this game's going pretty good. I was not expecting France, which is awesome. So we'll just keep on going. We might... Yeah, I think I'll go into Lüneburg and Magdeburg now so I can connect my lands up and just keep eating and doing my missions. So I will get all my stuff organized and do that. And for our tier 4, we did lose lands for the church, which is what I expected. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Head of the Reformed Church And so long as we're defender of the faith, we also get tolerance of the true faith, diplomatic reputation +1, and improved relations +15%. That improved relations is going to help a lot. That's great. That's fantastic. So now we have our guys going here, and yeah, if anything comes up, I'll tell you. All right. So I had the event to. So basically, it was an imperial incident, and there was 3 choices to do. I should have brought it up. And one, they actually elevate us to a kingdom, and we gain 25 prestige, 25 legitimacy, and we like each other more. That's fine. The emperor right now is the Palatinate, which he is my ally still. And what's really neat about that is now I don't have to click the button. I just automatically get it. And there's 2 other ones the way they pick where they pretty much say, no, you can't have that. And 2, we would be called a kingdom, but we wouldn't be a kingdom. What was really nice is since I didn't go to war and take more things up, people relatively like me enough right now where they decided to vote for me because you get a lot of sway behind electorates if they like you. So you can kind of control how you're going to get imperial diets by how much people like you through your diplomatic reputation and how, you know, what their opinion of you. I think reputation helps way more. And what I did was I bought a diplomatic reputation guy because I saw that they were more going towards the middle one. So I bought this guy so I can get it. So now we can go back to the trade guy. So if you are trying, like, a good thing to try that with is when you're trying to become part of the empire as the Teuton orders. If you have a high reputation, you know, then that helps a lot. Your diplomatic reputation helps a lot get you into the empire with that 3rd tier, with that one where you're in with no restrictions. So if you're ever trying to sway something a little bit, try to get as much diplomatic reputation as you can. I'm gonna go ahead and declare war on Lüneburg here, and we are gonna co-belligerent Magdeburg. It's a cute little alliance chain they have here. Cologne is guaranteeing them. I kind of let the HRE fall apart in the center here, and these guys grew, which is fine by me. It's no big deal. Eventually, I will break the HRE and disband it, but for now, I'm gonna let them stay together because Burgundy would definitely come in even more. Since he is in the HRE, he did grow in here, and again, I didn't mind weakening the HRE. It's no big deal. So let's go ahead and definitely take out these 2. The war with Lüneburg and Magdeburg are now over, so I'm just going to go ahead and fully annex them. It's only 32. It's not bad. Just the same old people that are upset. No big deal there. Go ahead and annex them. Score it all up. We are slightly over our governing capacity, so we're going to have to figure something out there. We do get a new government reform, which is the military one. And we're going to go ahead and do General War Commissariat because as Prussia, we do get that modernization of the state and whatnot for all that fun stuff down there. So that really does lean into the Prussia. Otherwise, military engineering is always great, and sustained discipline's always great. That land attrition, especially if you're over in like a jungle area, that can help a lot. Yep, but we're gonna go ahead and do general war commissions for our tier 5 here. For our next age objective, we're gonna go ahead and get religious wars so we can get better war score cost. I don't think I really need it too much, but it does make it just so it's just easier to get things, or, you know, force people to do things that you want. I just finished innovative, so now we could get a new policy, and we're going to go ahead and stability cost minus 25% and plus 1 more diplomat. Having another diplomat's always fantastic. So we'll go ahead and get that. And then, yeah, we'll just keep going. And we do get another free policy with innovative, which is really nice. So the first 2 are, I believe the first 2 are free. So if we look here, it says this policy will be available for no cost. So it's an admin one that's free, which is great. So that way it doesn't cost us more admin. We are slightly over governing capacity, but it's not too big of a deal. We will get more later on, and we will keep building our courthouses to help with that. And I need about 684 ducats because I did get the monument improvements to make it cheaper. So once we get that, I will start building my tier 1 Brandenburg gate, which will give us prestige from land battles and monthly early Prussian military society plus 0.1. So that'll start going up a little. What I decided to do is I'm sitting here looking to see how I could break the HRE, and it's probably going to be a fairly big war, but we could do it. So if we co-belligerent Goslar here, we can bring in Hesse, which gives us Mans, which is what we want. And then we need to get Bohemia in this. And I believe if we have Ferrara, which we do, we could bring in Bohemia. So I need to get those 3 places. And then I can dismantle the HRE. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle the HRE right now because it'll just make AE a lot easier to deal with. And let's go ahead and do that. I would co-belligerent Bremen, but I think we have plenty to fight here. So we'll go ahead and go after Bremen, and then we'll run down and siege out. So this is gonna be a really big war, but hopefully France can help carry us. Let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so unfortunately, Bohemia and Ferrara decided to not come in, and then Burgundy decided to join us, probably through great power, because I am a great power, so he probably decided to join in. So we're just gonna white piece him and try again a little later, and then yeah, that's unfortunate that happened, but it's no big deal. So we'll go ahead and just let that settle, and then we'll probably figure out somewhere else to go. I do need to get more stuff for a mission in the Lower Saxony region, like Verdun here, Oldenburg, East Frisia. I could pick up. Yeah, we'll figure this out and we'll go from there. So when I do, I'll see you then. So I decided I'm just gonna attack Verdun. He has 1 ally, Rothensburg, so I'm just gonna take him out and call it good. All right, so the war with Verdun is now over. We're gonna just take everything. Go ahead and start coring that up. We are slightly over governing capacity, but we're not too far, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. For our next age objective, I'm gonna go ahead and get institution spread speed. I think we'll be able to get it probably before the next institution, but just in case I don't, I'm going to get it now. Or otherwise, I would definitely get powerful trade ships at 20%, trade propagation. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that for now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and attack Oldenburg here. I'm gonna break Burgundy's alliance with the Palatinate, so then that way, when I do try to break the HRA again in a moment, Burgundy won't join, and that won't be a huge hassle anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and declare war for Oldenburg, and there we go. I did pick up Brunswick as a vassal, and then I returned his core from Cologne. Now, my problem was I was like 2 away from being able to actually vassalize him. So if you didn't know, if you build trust with people, that will help get that every 10 points, every 10 points over 50 trust will get you 1 point to vassalization. So I just had to do it 3 times. I was making 1 per month because one, espionage gets you more favors growth, and also I'm way bigger than him. So if you ever are trying to vassalize someone and you just need that little bit more, you can get like 5 more towards it if you get their trust all the way up. All right, the war with Oldenburg is now over. We did break the Burgundy's alliance with the Palatinate, so that should make it easier. I think I figured out how to get the HRE dismantled. I have Mans, Trier, the Palatinate, and I am attacking Bohemia. I need those 4 siege down. So this is going to be a really long slog. They technically have more troops than us, but I think we'll be okay. I am a tech ahead of everyone right now. I think, at least I was a moment ago, a good majority. I could go around and like getting rid of all the smaller people, but really there's no big powerhouse anymore. It's just all these tiny guys. Genoa's probably the biggest one. So we'll go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and see if we can actually break the HRE this time. So in the middle of this war, we actually had a petition where we had France join the HRE. So technically France is now part of this. Look at this HRE. I helped create this monster. Burgundy got to join, France got to join. Yeah. Livoniota joined. Yeah, we were having a good time as the HRE, but now it's time to dismantle it. And there we go. The HRE is now dismantled. And now we could do what we want here. We're going to go ahead and come back to our lands. And then we're going to white piece. We're going to just white piece Bohemia here. And then we'll be done. And then we can start gobbling up things whenever we want. And we did get the next age objective, which I figured we would. We're going to do trade power, powerful trade ships for the propagation. Just a little bit more power in my Baltic node, which I'm probably going to move over to here really soon once I get Bremen and Hamburg here. So we're going to go ahead and just white piece Bohemia now. And there we go. And now I do not need my alliance with Cologne anymore. That is done. And the HRE is no more, and we can pretty much go willy-nilly where we want. And we'll probably take over Goslar too, even though we technically can't co-belligerent him. I don't think it's going to be nearly as much AE as it was before. Like, it'd probably be like a 30 because he'd be like a free state and all that fun stuff. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and attack these guys here, and we'll co-belligerent Bremen. We'll take it. We don't want to show superiority. That would be silly. I will probably break our alliance with Saxony unless I can vassalize them. But for now, let's go ahead and get this started. Oh, I can. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and annex Goslar here. Now I'm tempted to just give them to Brunswick because I am near my governing capacity. Oh, never mind. It's not nearly as bad as I thought. No, we're gonna take it for ourselves. So we'll go ahead and eat Goslar. And then we'll go ahead and eat Bremen and Hamburg in the peace deal. Take what money we can from them. And there we go. All three of those guys would normally be free city and be way more expensive. So that's what's nice about doing that. And we are one away from getting our policy here for plus 15% infantry combat ability, which is going to be really nice. I am able to go ahead and vassalize Saxony now since they're not an elector. So I just opted for that because eventually we would need to start taking over their stuff, but we don't need to now. So we should. Okay, so we need to get, it looks like East Frisia from Munster, which should be really easily done. I did lose literally both of my king and my heir probably within like 6 months of each other. They were both really old. One was 70, the other one was like 45, 50. And then I got a 303. It went no, and this guy took over after everybody died, which is perfectly acceptable for me. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take Ostfriesland here, and we're going to. Wow, yeah, this Burgundy, we got really big. He never got the Burgundy event where I think what happened is I think his heir can die, and that will make it so it doesn't go to anybody. That was fine. It would have been cool to have him and France in this campaign. It would have been interesting, but that is how it is. So we're just gonna go ahead and do some of these missions here and keep growing because I can. All right, so we're just gonna end this war. We're just gonna take one of his land because I know my quests are going to increase down here. So we just white piece Cologne. We'll take this, and yeah, that's it. We'll just take this, and that's all we wanted anyways. So we'll core that. We are a little over governing capacity. It's not too egregious, but That's one of the, I love playing Prussia, but man, their government capacity is just terrible. And we're gonna go ahead and get the last in quality. So now we can get the policy for infantry combat ability, and we do get a free policy +1 from what is innovativeness. So we can have both of these for free, which is great. So army tradition decay -5%. I believe we have a -1% as well. So that is stacking rather nicely. We're at 100 army tradition, and we're still making it. We're actually still going up. It looks like. Wow. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and clean up this Poland here because I'm tired of it being like inside my country here. We'll go to war with Austria, and it looks like Naples. One of the strangest things is I don't understand how Spain gets like Milan without connecting to the coast. Maybe there's an event where he gets cores. That's my guess, but I've seen it happen. I haven't really played Castile/Spain that much, so I'm not sure if that's why it's happening or not. In my World Conquest, the same thing happened in Mantua, where you literally got that without owning anything around it, which it drives me crazy sometimes. But we'll go ahead and take out this Poland here. And yeah, then we'll come back over here to take some land from Cologne as well as Munster once that's done. So yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and do this war. We just got prospering times in one of our provinces here. It's in the Poland one in Krakow, which isn't bad at all because we do want more power there. And so we're going to do invest production methods. So that way it's awesome. It's pretty much a tier 3 center of trade. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that should give us a little bit more trade power to pull up into our Baltic node. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just take all these Polish lands now. Take all their money, little war rep, there we go. And we'll call that war good. And now, I believe the last of the Polish lands is over in Muscovy, which is really interesting. So yeah, we'll go ahead and core this. We're definitely over our limit, but again, it's still not too bad. We are paying a little bit more in advisors and whatnot, but we're making some pretty good money. That's kind of why I want to get some vassals down here. I'm going to feed more of my vassals until we can get more governing capacity, which probably be a good while. That's like one of the biggest problems with Prussia is just trying to stay below that government capacity. So the printing press just spawned, and it spawned in Berlin, which is just magnifique. We get 100 in all mana points. We also get +10 institution spread in Berlin, which is really cool. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and definitely accept that. So I was fishing for a little bit of radical reforms. That's where you have a inflation reduction guy and a trade guy, and you can get this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire both of them, do the last one, and that way you get to keep them if you want. And I do want to keep them. So I'll get that money for this guy. He's a little expensive to have, but you know, for now I'll just do this, and when I get the money, I'll switch to him. I had to quickly declare war on this guy over here. What is it? Munster. Sorry, because I just noticed that our glorious partner over here, Burgundy, decided to declare war too. So hopefully we could get what we need out of this. We need 4. I don't know if he'll take Munster. Let's see if he will, because if I have to fight Burgundy, it's still. But yeah, he does want Munster, so he might take it. That's very unfortunate, but we'll figure it out. All right, so war with Munster is over. I believe I have all these with a permanent claim. So I'm gonna go ahead and just annex all of them. It's only 34. No real need for a coalition here. I've been kind of chilling, so I am starting to get a little issue with our Livonian guy here. I would like to get influence next, I think, so I can, you know, make people a little less agitated with me. So we will do this next mission. Prussia gets on the North Rhine, which is great. And then development will be provinces or subjects of the following areas. Wow, cool. So yeah, neat. So we'll go ahead and click that. For our tier 6 government reform, we're going to go ahead and do aristocratic court for now. That diplomatic reputation will help keep my guys in line, and if I do want to start annexing them, it won't cost. It will make it go quicker, and of course, improved relations is always nice. We're stacking that up pretty nice because we do have Defender of the Faith, which also gives that as well, I believe. So yeah, just moving along here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take out Mecklenburg here as well as Dithmarschen, and we'll just fully annex them and get them out of here. And the war for Mecklenburg here is pretty much over, so we're gonna go ahead and just fully annex all these guys. And we now, well, this will help a lot, becoming an empire. So we should get 100 or so. I think it's 100. We'll see. We're at 450. Might be a little higher. We're at 550. Yeah, we got 100 for it. 'Cause you usually get 200 each step. So at least that makes it so our government capacity is low again. And we're actually getting our militarization back because we were over so much it was doing that. I just went ahead and dumped a whole bunch of military points into getting an army profession up to 50% so I can get this achievement done, or mission done. So that way we get army reformation happens. 20 army tradition. I think we're okay on that. We get 2% army professionalism and 150 military points. That's fine, but this also leads down into these, which will help increase our militarization. So we just need to have a land force limit of 100 and 150% discipline. I think we're close to 115%. Yeah, we just need 2 more. I think I could just pick up a discipline guy. And we can do that, and we need to have a land force limit of at least 100. We can get really close to that, so... Oh, I just got 2 stability in a row. That's amazing. I'll go ahead and get up to 100 here. I'll probably make another army to start, forming, and we'll do that real quick. All right, I did the army reforms now. I'm up to 100. All I had to do was build a, a regimental camp, and I was able to get it. So I think it was well worth it. Now I do believe we get, oh God, early, does it change it? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, now we get Prussia militarization, which is like the next step to it, which instead of 5 discipline, it gives 10 discipline for it. So we're gonna go ahead and reform the army again. And I also just got tier 2 for my Brandenburg gate, which gives us 0.2 militarization. And then the third one gives us 0.05, which might not seem a lot, but it does help you keep up with it. So if you do get over capacity, it helps like shorten that gap. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and attack Burgundy here. Basically, I want to take the Rhineland from him, which is basically right here, and then I'm probably going to take Verdun and Barrows from him for France. And then that way, what that'll do is it'll make it so when I do take all this stuff in Germany, I will be able to actually connect to France. So we're going to go ahead and attack for Verdun, and we'll just, we'll just go from there. I just got my new idea, and I could do 2 things here. I could do administrative to try to help with my government capacity. It's only 20%. It does help a lot because I believe that the Prussian one that makes it so you're minus 50%. So it kind of combats that and negates it a little. But we're doing okay on government capacity. So what I'm thinking about doing is just doing influence to just like kind of rein in my my vassals here, so they're not too grumpy with me. Livonian's probably the one that gets the most upset because I'm diverting trade from them. But it also makes it so if I want to start annexing them, it's cheaper and all that fun stuff. So, but before I do that, I do want to go to the religion, and I'm going to change the production efficiency over to the idea cost. And then that way it makes it just a little bit more cheaper to get my next idea. I'll go ahead and just dump a whole bunch into there. All right, and then we're just gonna keep going with our war with Burgundy here. The war with Burgundy's over. I'm just gonna, you know, cut them in half here. I'm gonna take the Rhinelands over here, and then I'm gonna give the rest to France, so that way we can connect and we can always go back and forth. We are gonna get a little aggressive expansion. We are gonna start seeing people get angry, but it's mainly just what little Germans there really are now, because a lot of them are either my vassals or there's just not a lot of them anymore. So we'll go ahead and do that. We will core what we have here. All right, we'll go ahead and declare on Frankfurt here, on Nassau here. And there we go. We'll go ahead and start our war, and we will go ahead and pretty much just white piece Burgundy. And yeah, this should be fairly straightforward and easy on both of them. So yeah, when it's over, I'll tell you what happened. Our war with Frankfurt and Berg is now over. It's kind of a lot of AE because of Frankfurt's like 20 on its own, which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it and have a long piece with looks like the Palatinate, which is fine because that way when the piece is up, I'll just eat him, or he'll get eaten. It's no big deal. Pretty much all the Germans hate me. Spain is one away. Now what I could do to get rid of that is I could drop one of these. Like I could drop Silesia here. It'll cost 9 diplomacy and we'll get like unrest, but then we could do it again, and what that will do is I'll make it so Spain shouldn't be there anymore. Yep, Spain's not there because it dropped 3. So yeah, we won't. If we do get a coalition against us, I'll just go ahead and attack it when half of it gets up, and then it won't happen again for a little while. That's fine. So we'll go ahead and annex all of that. We'll core it. We have another mission to do, which is fantastic. It's right here, Duchy of Cleves, and that will get us Lower Rhineland, Hesse area, and the Palatinate area. So now we should be coming down into this area right here. So that means Mans is like our biggest target next time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and declare war on Mans now. I haven't really been doing too much here, at least expanding that wise. But the thing I did do while I was waiting around, just letting AE kind of die off, I decided to, you know, get 3 more vassals. I got Württemberg, I got Munich here, and I got Lorraine. So yeah, it's been great. Munich was on the verge. It was like 92 of 77. I knew I was gonna get really close because I got diplomatic influence here, which gave me that +2, and then a royal marriage alliance. Boom, got it. And he had debt. Oh, it was perfect. I got to get him as a vassal because I pretty much paid 800 ducats for him. But yeah, now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and take Mans here, and then we're probably gonna just annex Paderborn here. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just annex as much as we can from Mans here. Yeah, it's a slight AE problem. I'm going to attack Spain real quick. Right now, Morocco won't help him. I just got rid of his his alliance with Portugal. So we're gonna go ahead and come down into here and just kind of make a long truce timer and make it so he can't join a coalition against us, basically. Okay, so our war with Spain is gonna end here. We're just gonna take 50%. We're gonna do war reps, humiliate, because get that PP up, those PowerPoints. All right, so that war is over. Now the next thing I want to do is we'll attack Burgundy, but we'll probably do that through like attacking the Palatinate or something like that. So we'll go ahead and sue for this. We're gonna get a big coalition, and that's fine. So we'll go ahead and core all that. We'll let that core, and then we'll go ahead and attack like the Palatinate. If anybody joins the coalition, I'm just gonna dive right into attacking the Palatinate. It's no big deal. So until then, we'll just keep going. Right now, we should, yeah, our aggressive impact minus 15% is gonna be nice. The overextension impact modifier minus 5% is pretty cool. So it's gonna help us accelerate this a little quicker. I'm almost done with influence, so I want to get that done, and then I'll start annexing some of my vassals. Mainly the ones I think I need, certain ones, like I need Brunswick to give his over to form Germany. So I need Brunswick and Minga down here, which is Munich. And then I need Dresden or what else is Dresden or Erfurt, which I think is right here is Thuringia. So I need to get rid of these three guys and I can form Germany. So as soon as that's the reason why I want to wait till that's done is because I get another minus 10% in my policies. And it looks like we get another minus 10 right here when we get it finished as well, which is going to be pretty cool. But for now, I don't think anybody's actually going to form a coalition against me, even though they could. I just don't think they have the manpower for it, especially since I took Spain out of the equation. So yeah, I'm just going to chill, core up, and then we'll go after that's done. Okay, so we just finished up our influence ideas here, so we'll go ahead and get these two. That should make it a lot cheaper to annex my guys now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and declare on Rothensburg here. 432. That's not too bad. I'll go ahead and take that. Right now we have a 555, which is amazing. So I'll take an average for now. Maybe something bad will happen to him, who knows. So let's go ahead and attack Rothensburg. We'll reset our truce with Mans, which is nice. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, our war with Rothensburg is over, so we're going to go ahead and just annex them, and then we're going to go ahead and roll right into war with Ingolstadt here, because I do want to have a border with Munich. That's going to bring in Burgundy and the Palatinate, which isn't that big of a deal. Looks like we still have a truce. 1581. That'll reset it, but that's no big deal. We could wait and co-belligerent and take it all, but I think I'll just attack him, white piece everybody out, and then just take these lands since I can get them because all my vassals connect to it. So we'll go ahead and do their capital. We'll start this war, we'll go right into Burgundy here. And yeah, we'll just take them out. So apparently I just got a PU over Bohemia. That's interesting. Definitely doesn't like me, but we could fix that. I guess that kind of fixes that. An interesting issue with that. I was not expecting that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fully annex this guy down here in Ingolstadt, and we'll go ahead and core everything up. Looks like we get the German Confederation, which I think we just needed 100 German provinces and we got it. So that should make it so we have more admin efficiency, which is awesome, and increase our government capacity by just a little. Just a little. Let's see, we're at 550. Let's see what we go to. By 10% we go to, it still says 550. Maybe we'll get fixed in the next monthly tick. Oh yeah, we went to 660 now. And yeah, so basically I'm just gonna annex a couple guys here and just keep going into the Germans. We're gonna go ahead and declare war on Strasbourg. We're gonna fully annex them here, and then we're just gonna make probably white peace with Austria. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do it for his capital. There we go. This should be pretty easy. I should have co-belligerent Aachen. Oh well. I am losing a lot of manpower to attrition right now, so I should probably let like other people take it. So I really should let my vassals siege so I can actually get my manpower back. But yeah, I'll tell you what happens after the war. All right, the war for Strasbourg is over. We're gonna just fully annex him, take all his money. Ooh, call it good. I'm sure that coalition is slowly, it's not too bad. It's basically the same people. Uh, you know, the Italians don't give too much about it, but you know, the Germans are a little upset, but what can you do really? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and attack the Palatinate. We're just gonna fully annex them, all that fun stuff. We're gonna have a nice big fight with Burgundy again. So if I was Tech 18, I would finally be able to form the German Empire, which would be fun. But I'm just gonna go ahead and probably clean up all these Germans and then probably call it the end. So I got a little ways to go, not much, just annexing my guys, some Salzburg and you know whatnot. So I'll probably get like Northern Germany and a good chunk of Southern Germany here. Maybe even all of Southern Germany, I'm not sure. I would have to take a lot from Burgundy. It wouldn't be very hard in Switzerland. But for now, I'm just gonna annex a vassal. I am, for fun, getting these guys as vassals. I just got Ferrara. And I was trying to get Milan, and I didn't notice that they were allied to the Palatinate, so I have to get their opinion about me up, which shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, so I'll see you when my next war happens. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and attack Brigance here. Milan is finally a vassal. I almost attacked Brigance and fought Milan again, but that's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and do this war here. We do come into war with Austria again, which is perfectly fine. We'll just white piece them again. We don't really give too much about it. So yeah, it should be a pretty quick war, so I'll see you after it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and attack Salzburg here. We're just gonna do it because Austria won't come in, and we might as well just clean them up real quick. Alright, so the war for Burgons is over. We're gonna go ahead and just fully annex him. I completely forgot that when I white pieced Austria, Salzburg here did call him in, so I gotta re-siege him down again, unfortunately. But that's fine, we'll go ahead and do that. I shouldn't take too long. Alright, the war with Salzburg is now over, so we'll go ahead and annex them. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and declare war on Switzerland now. This should be pretty easy. Again, we're just cleaning up all these Germans. My last war probably will be with Austria here, and then I'll probably call it good for that. But for now, let's go ahead and attack Switzerland here. Alright, so our war in Switzerland is over. Burgundy decided to join in. That was annoying as hell. So, and I have no manpower, probably because I'm just full stacking, standing on things and losing it all in attrition. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and my two wars that I want that are left are basically Austria as well as now Burgundy. So I just gotta wait for those truces to come up, and then I'll be pretty happy with what I got here. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack Spain, and then we're gonna take what we want from Austria. We really only want these three to make our borders look fine. And then I'm going to attack down into Burgundy down here when that time's up. So for now, we'll just do a reconquest, and yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and end our war with Spain here. We're gonna take some war reps, Milan's lands back, and then we're gonna go ahead and dive right into this Burgundy war. So Portugal won't come in, that's great. Venice, Tuscany, whatever. We want to get these German lands. So let's go ahead and take probably Breen. I'm assuming that's probably the highest one. Yep. Burn. Yep, there we go. We'll go ahead and do that, and we'll get this war started. Alright, so we did finish the Prussian legal system here. We can get administrative technology cost -10, we lose a stab, we get government reform, or we just get 200. The admin technology I think is definitely worth 1 stab loss. Alright, the war with Burgundy is over. I'm just gonna go ahead and take these lands down here for me, the German lands. Even though they are Swiss, but neither here nor there. I did declare war on Ansbach at the end of the war with Burgundy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fully annex them. Now with that, I'm pretty happy. I would love to have eaten Bohemia for a little bit of better border, but it's still not too bad. Just started off as Brandenburg and growing in Germany is always really fun. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I'm very happy with these borders 1600. I just wanted to get to here. I'm able to form Germany when it does happen. I'm really strong. I'm still under government capacity, so I'm doing really great there. I don't think anybody could really rival me, definitely anymore. Being Prussia, you have really, really good military stuff. I am working on my Brandenburg gates. I am making a lot of money. I'm making 75. And the Lubeck node, which isn't too bad, I could easily shift over to the English Channel when if I decide to, because I can eat all this right here. Attempt to evade Great Britain. I don't think it'd be too hard, but yeah, I really do love playing as Prussia. It's a lot of fun. I was a little slow at the beginning, but I really was just trying to enjoy myself. Getting France as a PU was a lot of fun. I think that really helped a lot, as well as somehow getting Bohemia. I guess I was just Protestant and near him, and I just got the PU. And then yeah, my borders look great. I'm happy with that. Except the Sweden thing, I can get over that though. But I had a lot of fun. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you do like this. It would mean a lot to me. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a good morning, a good evening, or a good night. Bye.